What's happening, everyone? My name is Phil with PrecisionLED.com, and today we have some tailgate LEDs that have sequential turn and backup reverse light that we're going to be installing here on this Toyota Tacoma. Now, these products come in two variations: a 48-inch, that's more for a small or medium-sized truck like a Tacoma, and a larger 60-inch that is more for a full-size or heavy-duty truck. It's important to note that these are universal fitment, and so they will fit on anything that has a space for it, even a Mazda Miata. So, let's take a look at our wiring and get started. All right, let's talk about wiring. There are two methods to wire on this vehicle. One's plug and play, and the other one is a direct wire. The plug and play method is super simple. Once you have everything installed, you just take the stock trailer hitch and you plug that in right here, if you have a trailer hitch. Let's go ahead and test that out. All right, and you know it works. The other method is a direct wire. What you'll end up doing is connecting these two pieces together, and then you'll wire directly. Your white is ground, brown is your brake light, yellow left turn signal, and green is right turn signal. We're going to do plug and play for this method, so I'm going to leave this harness off to the side, but we will show you the wire locations, at least for this Tacoma model, when we get under the truck. Now, the backup reverse light is this white signal cable here, and it's extra long because you're going to snake it up to your tail light over here, and you're going to splice into your backup reverse light power circuit with one of these splicing connectors, which comes with the kit. So one side will attach to the male end, and this side will splice in to the OEM power on the female end. The wiring for the backup reverse is the same whether you use the plug and play harness or the direct wire harness. Let's diddly do. Step one, we have to find the center so we know where to attach our tailgate lights. So I'm just going to measure from end to end. We have about 57 inches, so that is, I can't math right now.
Can't math because you're stupid.
It's 28 and a half, which is essentially the center point of this opening here. We're going to go just about like this. Now, these are double-sided sticky tape. They're super strong and waterproof, so these go on really well. Just make sure that every side got contact. What we didn't show you in the video is me cleaning off this area with some alcohol and a rag. And that's to make sure that there's no grease preventing our double-sided sticky tape from taking hold properly. Now that we're mounted, we're just going to run our cables. There's a small gap right here. I'm going to push these through. All right, we have the wires here that we pass through, and we're going to run this over the frame here to this side, you can see. All right, if we were going to do the direct wire system, we would plug this one in here, and then these wires you would splice into this connector. So you'd have to unsheath about 2 inches, splice all your connections in, and then re-waterproof this connector right here. We're going with the easier install. We're just going to pop this one through in the license plate setting here, and then we're going to plug it in to the stock hitch harness right here. Okay, now for the white wire, you want to scooch over there. All right, now this white wire, which is the backup reverse signal wire, is going to go and follow the route of this harness up through this hole, and this is where your tail light location is going to be. We're going to leave this right here, and then we'll grab it when we take out the tail light to access the reverse wiring. All right, now you can come through here on the license plate hole, but I'm actually going to come up in this location and down and plug in this way. Okay, and this is going to sit a little offset, and that should leave enough space for your license plate to sit flush. Let's get access to our tail light so we can do the wiring on the backup reverse. This is going to be a 10mm socket and socket wrench. You have two locations here and the bottom one here that will release the tail light. All right, I think we can just pull this out, and then it should come out. I'm gonna grab in here, if you wanna come around. This is the backup reverse wire. I'm gonna pull that all the way through, so we get rid of the slack. And then now, we're gonna splice this into our backup reverse light here. First thing I'm gonna do, we'll cut off some of our excess wire here. And we're going to pull it back so you can reveal some of the wire. Okay, the splice kit we're using today is a two-part system. You first have the male side, so we're going to go ahead and connect that in and crimp it in place. Okay, nice and tight. And then this side is going to go onto the positive lead of your backup reverse light. And in our case, it's the red wire. I'm just going to go ahead and push that on tight, and then we'll go ahead and plug this in. Now, I'm not going to fully reinstall this yet. I'm just going to kind of put it in position. We still have to clean up our wiring. But I am going to go now and test to make sure all the lights work. Let's go ahead and test. We can do this with accessory power. The engine does not have to be on. So we've got our brake light, left turn signal, right turn signal, and backup reverse. And we'll check our hazard lights as well, just to make sure they function. I think everything's working as planned, so let's tidy up our wiring and finish up. All right, we've got a few zip ties here. We're just gonna tidy up and make sure that our wires don't move around too much. They don't have to be that tight, just need to make sure that they're not rattling around down here. The last step we have here is just to reinstall our tail light, and that's the 10mm bolts at the top and the bottom. All right, and we're all set. All right, well, that completes our installation. It took about 20 minutes from start to finish. Super simple and plug and play. If you're interested in the product, just check out the description link below. Make sure you measure your vehicle, the spacing you have. We have both a 48-inch as well as a 60-inch to meet your needs. So if you have questions or comments, just let us know.